social media announced that Quality Control co-founder Pierre P. Thompson had died, but Quality Control later confirmed that he is alive and receiving medical care. So tonight, we're not going to spread another unconfirmed tragedy. We need to discuss how hip hop media became so desperate to be first that people will announce someone's death before their family or company confirms it. Because when clicks become more valuable than accuracy, anybody can become the subject of tomorrow's false headline. Now, hip hop news has become a competition for speed, clicks, and engagement. Once one large account posts a death claim, smaller platforms repeat it because they're afraid of being late. Now, that creates a dangerous system. Rumors become headlines without confirmation. Corrections receive less attention than the original false claim. And now fans no longer know which hip hop outlet they can trust. Hey, but before we go any further, it's your boy Klasic from Klasic Live. I'm a music producer / content creator. Work with the likes of 50 Cent, Will I Am, Young Buck, Kid Ink, Kendrick Lamar, so many different people. The list goes on and on. And before we get started, I'm going to need y'all to do two things. Make sure that you hit that like and you subscribe. You feel me? Get us in the algorithm. Do whatever you got to do to show your love and support. Whatever platform that you're watching on, just make sure you do that. And I definitely appreciate it. Now, on August 21st, reports surfaced that Pierre P. Thompson, co-founder and CEO of Quality Control Music, had reportedly suffered a heart attack while in Las Vegas. Now, according to TMZ reporting, P was hospitalized and receiving treatment in the ICU while surrounded by family. As that news spread, several blogs and social media accounts began claiming that he had died, even though no official source had confirmed his death. Quality Control Music then released a statement correcting those reports. You feel me? They said P is alive and currently hospitalized, receiving medical care. The company asked the public to keep P and his family in their prayers while respecting their privacy. As of one of the latest confirmed reports, he is alive and receiving medical treatment. The exact detail of his condition has not been publicly disclosed by his family or company. Now, if you only recognize the name QCP from the headlines, you might wonder why this story caused such a major reaction throughout hip hop. Now, to understand that, you have to understand that P is merely another, well, he isn't just merely another label exec. He helped construct one of the most influential hip hop companies of the last decade. I'll be honest with you. Wait, hold up. Somebody said something. Let me fix this real quick. Let me fix this chat. Hold up. All right, yeah, get that bullshit out of here. Yeah, let's get that bullshit out of here. But yes. Pierre P. Thompson is an Atlanta entrepreneur and music executive who co-founded Quality Control Music with Coach K. And I think that started like in 2012, 2013. Now, QC helped develop and manage acts connected to the company, including Migos, Lil Baby, Lil Yachty, City Girls, and then individually Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset. They even managed Cardi B through an earlier portion of her career. Now check this out. What happened to QCP should remind people that some of the most important figures in hip hop aren't standing behind microphones. They're the people financing studio sessions, developing artists, building teams, and turning regional movements into global businesses. P and Coach K didn't merely benefit from Atlanta's rise, They helped organize, market, and monetize an entire era of Atlanta hip hop. Now, but the false reports about P death also exposed another side of the industry. The same internet that helped make artists and executives more visible has created a media economy where being first can become more important than being accurate. Before his family could fully address the situation, social media had already turned a medical emergency into a death announcement. Now that's crazy. So this story is just basically about correcting a rumor. It's about giving P his proper recognition while he's still here and asking whether hip hop media has lost its responsibility to verify the most serious information before turning it into content. Now, we know a lot of people on their platforms, they be so quick, and I don't really want to call out names, but people be so quick to get on the internet just to be first and spread false information. Now, I know somebody in the chat, y'all probably can give me a list of names. And I don't want to say, I don't want to say this dude's name. And I'm pretty sure y'all already know who I'm talking about. Oh shit. Yeah. But we ain't gonna speak on people that's just going out there to be first, because honestly, it is very dangerous. It's an old saying that a rumor and a lie will go around the world twice before the truth have its own opportunity to put its shoes on. You feel me? So basically, that's saying that rumor spread faster than lies will ever. And so many people are more concerned about being first and monetizing their content other than whoever they're offending. And that's become a very bad situation. Earlier I said people might not know if they can trust whatever source it is that they're listening to their information about, but at the end of the day, it seemed like people really don't care. They just want to be entertained. But these people that's going through different life situations, they have real lives. They have people that care about them. And you putting out information that's not true, that can affect a lot of people. Like the same situation happened with Kobe Bryant when he passed away. Even though that it was true, the media was able to announce everything way before Kobe Bryant's own wife can say anything. And the crazy part about it is, it's crazy if the news outlet, she saw it on different articles or people were sending that to her before she even got contacted by the authorities. You feel me? So this social media stuff is real crazy. In this video that I'm about to cover, we got a video about Steady Nash talking about this whole situation. And it says, is QCP really dead? The truth revealed. And even Steady Nash was somebody that they accused of spreading false information recently. But he kind of turned it around and actually became more of a valuable resource when it came to providing content and stuff like that. So let's check out this video from Steady Nash and see what he got to say about everything.
Quality Control's Pierre P. Thomas has passed away from a massive heart attack. Thomas launched the careers of the Migos, City Girls, and Lil Baby. You can add Lil Yachty on there, whether y'all like him or don't like him. We just gonna be honest with you. He deserves to be in that goddamn thing as well. Well, not exactly.
Yo, we got a lot of rumors out there. I guess it then got out.
Not Whack 100 again.
QCP had a situation. I'm seeing the blogs running with the extreme that he's no longer with us. Totally untrue. He's still alive. He's fighting. So all that QCP is no longer with us. Y'all put that narrative and put the prayers and the blessings out there. I'll be on the side of him within an hour or so. But let's get that narrative, man. Bruh stubborn as hell. Any life in him, he gonna fight. And he got life in him, so he fighting. So let's get that narrative. He's still here. All right, I'll let y'all know later.
So
Yeah, what's the word, D-Lo? What's the word? Orgy Corndad had some sensitive stuff going on right now, so he wasn't able to make it. But you know what I'm saying? You see how people then put narratives out there that's untrue and incorrect to where now you have close ones, and I don't even know if you want to call Whack 100 a family friend, but people are so worried about monetizing their content rather than spreading false information. And that's crazy. You definitely have to be more like the thing is, at the end of the day, people really just care about themselves. They don't care about who people are involved. If they was in a similar situation, then they'll be feeling the same way other people feel. But for some reason, when money's involved, people just lose all type of morality. You feel me? And it's funny that we got Whack 100 to come and kind of defuse all these rumors and stuff like that. But yeah, man, these people are human just like everybody else. So let's get back to it.
you heard Whack 100 say it, and y'all know Whack 100 and QCP people, they like this. That's why Whack don't let y'all talk crazy about QCP. That's his dog. It's two dudes in this industry that Whack ain't let nobody go crazy on, and that's Birdman and that's QCP. Flat out. It just is what it is. But y'all didn't even want to accept Whack. So I guess we got to use the them people. Roll it. Quality controls. Pierre P. Thomas in ICU after heart attack. 10:46 a.m. Quality Control Music says Pierre P. Thomas is alive and currently receiving medical care. The label asks that anyone keep P and his family in their thoughts and prayers and respectfully give them the privacy and space they need during this time. QC adds, we deeply appreciate everyone's concern, support, prayers, and love and energy right now. Pierre P. Thomas, the Quality Control Music co-founder who helped build the careers of stars, including Migos, Lil Baby, and City Girls, is currently hospitalized after suffering a heart attack, TMZ has learned. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ P is under doctor's care at a Las Vegas hospital where we're told he's in the ICU. We're told family members are with him and consulting with doctors on the next step. P co-founded Quality Control Music with Kevin Coach K. Lee in 2013, helping turn the label into a hip-hop powerhouse. But it is looking bad, and we'll break down some details that's missing from a lot of shit because everybody got sources because QCP is a big figure, big name, which means there are a lot of people who are connected to him, and we're going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. If he makes it through the night, all right, but it's not really looking that well. But I want to take y'all on this little quick journey real quick because it's fascinating how his last 24 hours have been basically lived.
And that's another thing. That's another thing that came to mind. Like people, of course, when you have something going on, people are going to be quick to bring up your past. And I noticed one of the things that they brought up was the fact that QCP and the Migos had a discrepancy going on about funding and finances. And the crazy part about it is P and the Migos shared the same attorney. So that can be a conflict of interest to where one attorney, the attorney might look out for one party compared to the other. Now, I've seen some people in the comment section be not so sensitive to the fact of what's going on, and they're saying, hey, you do wrong, you get wrong done to you, and that's what happens. And I think that's kind of cold-blooded because they're going off of hearsay, he say, she say type of stuff. They don't know the actual facts of what's going on. Now, all the charges and everything, it was dropped to where they fixed everything. That situation they had It was in what 2020, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was 2021, where the Migos ultimately dropped the lawsuit. It was dismissed with prejudice, meaning the same claims could not simply be filed again. The public record does not establish that Migos proved their accusations. It also does not necessarily mean that a judge examined every allegation and ruled Granderson, which was the attorney, or QC, had done nothing wrong. A voluntary dismissal can happen for several reasons, including a private resolution, but the parties did not publicize or explain the complete reason. So for those that started that rumor, please keep that, like, nip that shit in the bud. And QCP having a heart attack, one thing they said about heart attacks, once you have one, you might be susceptible to others. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the bad things that is about it. And the thing is that I really have more of a problem with people spreading the false information that he already passed. Like, it's bad enough that he had a heart attack and his family is going through something right now, but don't add on to it by saying the guy already passed away. So I think it's very insensitive for people to basically pile on and kick somebody while they down. Like, it's bad enough that he's going through whatever he's going through, but people on social media making it worse. And I'm not gonna hide. You got the poetic Flacos and stuff like that. We seen them cover some stuff before. Even Sadie Nash, like I said earlier, even Sadie Nash was somebody that kind of put some misinformation out there before, and I think he kind of fixed it. Yeah, D-Love said, yep. Icy Baby say, hi, handsome. What's the word with it? D-Love trying to rush him to his grave, and that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Even though that these people are millionaires, they're human also. So we can't be so quick to put certain things on people and kind of let them, like, we're not God. We have no heaven or hell to put people in. So stop putting these bad claims on people. But yeah, let's get back to it though. I'm not gonna lie, like he was doing it up.
We want to clarify that Pierre P. Thomas is alive and currently hospitalized, receiving medical care. We ask that everyone keep P and his family in their thoughts and prayers and respectfully give them the privacy and space they need during this time. We deeply appreciate everyone's concern, support, prayers, and love and energy right now. QC. He has said this when Alley Boy had passed. We all on borrowed time. God bless Alley Boy. God bless Bigger Rankin. And some of y'all remember QCP for frying the hell out of Pee Wee Rasco and Young Thug. Y'all remember this? Imagine some broke-ass rats like Thugger 1 and Pee Wee Rasco trying to run a rat narrative on me and all my niggas I love running with these hoe-ass niggas, knowing how these niggas talk about me. I'm going to say this for the last time. I'm not no street nigga. I'm a tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family. All the street niggas is broke, dead, and in jail. Why do y'all continue to glorify this shit? Streets been dead. Y'all niggas gave the city a bad name. And by the way, I ain't never been in no courtroom or no niggas sat in the interrogation room running niggas' names, and I don't speak on the dead, so I don't care enough to explain the situation. Y'all boys the police. Y'all niggas mad because y'all not me. Now, there are individuals who are saying he's brain dead, he won't make it past the night, all of that shit and everything. I'm hearing this really, really bad. I'm just going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. But ultimately, if you're a religious person, you're going to give it up to God and say it's in God's hands. I understand that part.
All we can do.
And from what was said is that he had a heart attack in the casino and, you know, they rushed him and all that. And he was on the ground for a minute. All right. Let's take all that into effect and let's make sure we understand what's really going on. QC.
All right, bet. Hey, I got something in the background. Hold up 1 second, y'all.
screen flickers to life in the dead of the night. A digital post catching the broadcast light. Broadcasting raw from the heart of the street, where the truth and the tempo finally meet. The chat is moving fast like a freight train line, tracing the flow of a culture's design. We're dissecting the rhymes and the heavy news, paying our respects and paying our dues. We dive into the headlines and the static air, breaking down the beef and the crowns that wear. Current events spinning like a final plate, deciding who is legend and who's up for fate. From the underground basements to the stadium peeps, listening close when the concrete speaks. No filtered stories or a corporate lens, just the honest word where the circle begins. Tune into the signal and lock the frame. Classic live is the only name. Hit the like and spread the sound. Pass the subscription all around. When it's a power and a heavyweight, before the minutes turn into fade. It's never a masterpiece or a timeless hit, unless the classic stamp is fixed to it. Whoa. Notification rings for the global squad, 100,000 voices giving the nod. We're talking hip-hop history in the making, watching every pillar that the world is shaking. Jittling like a secret code, carry the flame down the open road. Building the house out of speakers and wires, fueling the talking and creative fires. Don't just sit on the sideline grass, watch the future as the hours pass. The host is talking and the mic is hot, giving you everything that we got. The scene is changing with every breath, but we keep the legacy safe from death. Keep the engagement climbing the wall, answering the spirit of the urban call. Tune into the signal like the fame. Classic live is the only name. Hit the like and spread the sound. Pass the subscription all around. When it's a power and a heavyweight, before the minutes turn to fade. It's never a masterpiece or a timeless hit, unless the elastic stamp is fixed to it. Tune into the signal like the frame. Classic live is the only name. Hit the like and spread the sound. Pass the subscription all around. When it's the power and a heavyweight, before the minutes turn into fade. It's never a masterpiece or a timeless hit, unless the classic stamp is fixed to it.
My bad. All right. Jeez, I swear you can be chilling all day long. As soon as you have to handle some fucking business, it seems like everybody got 1,000 things for you to do and asking questions and calling. Jesus.
He wasn't no big old obese man. Not from what we see in the pictures of him. He look all right. You know what I'm saying? He don't look like he goddamn Sadie Nash. So there are people who are saying certain things that they want to attribute. And I'm going to be honest, they're attributing to a lifestyle, not doing certain things, not checking up and all this stuff. And it's kind of trash, bro. And I'm going to tell you why. Because at the end of the day, we are supposed to take care of ourselves. As you get older, your dependency upon things like eating meat and all that stuff is supposed to be reduced. Supposed to eat more into the greens and all that stuff for a healthy lifestyle. But let's just be fair. There are a lot of things that can give you a heart attack. You can eat the wrong shit. So making sure you get a blood test every 10 years to see if you might be allergic to some shit now is a good idea. I have a CDL. I still drive trucks and all that stuff. Every 2 years, we had to see a doctor in order to basically be medically cleared.
I'm not gonna lie. Sadie Nash do have a point about that. Us as a whole, we do have a history of not wanting to go to the doctors. Historically, there's a reason behind that, you know what I'm saying, because of how we were treated so poorly. But yes, men do not take care of their health. It's not definitely something top priority. As they say, health is wealth. You can't go chase the bag with a heart that's halfway pumping. You feel me? You definitely got to make sure you, especially for all the black men, you need to get that prostate check. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need to go to our doctors more frequent and more often. But yes, unfortunately, a lot of us kind of pass over that. I'm not gonna lie, my cousin had a situation like that where she, you know, God rest her soul, she passed away. She's younger than me. She didn't, you know, want to go to the doctor like that because she felt, you know, a certain way about that. So I understand that. Yes, we don't want to go to the doctor, but sometimes we got to face what's going on with us so we can kind of get in front of that. And with QCP, you know, living a life of abundance and everything like that, you know, he gonna be eating good, you know, steak and shrimp every night. You know what I'm saying? Champagne, just living it up. You feel me? And you always on a run. It's crazy how people accumulate millions and millions of dollars, but they don't have the right workout equipment around them because they always on the move. They can't make the time an hour, 2 hours out of the day to where they walking or lifting weights, doing some type of activity to keep you active. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully he's not in a vegetative state, because once that happens, then yeah, it's basically a wrap. But it's just crazy how things could be going good for you. You on top of the world, and then next thing you know, life catch up with you. So that's all I want to say with this situation. Make sure you take care of your health, because we are all here on borrowed time. You never know what's going to happen. So you got to take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones. So let's get back to it, though.
And I can share y'all with this because I got them basically like, yo, Shady Days, you need to get in the gym. Well, I've been in that gym heavy. See my doctor on the 15th, he was like, hey, bro, you healthy, but I tell you now, you're getting older. Boy, in the next 4 years, you don't want to be where you at. You want to take that shit serious. I took his advice. And this is what I'm trying to parlay to you guys. Once we, especially men, get to a certain age, you got to start carrying shit around like baby aspirin. There's a very big producer. I'm not going to say where he's from because I think you guys will figure this shit out real quick. Who, there's a very big producer who had a stroke and baby aspirin saved his life. Now, there are other things that people will put in the comments like, oh, do this and do that. I'm just telling you what was relayed to me. And I did my research and I talked to certain people about it. And they were like, yeah, nah, go with that. You can have all the money that you want. I mean, he got, what, $50 million for his shares of QCP? I mean, QCP, for QC, for Quality Control Music. All that money can't save you in the end. The only thing that can save you in the end is taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. If you don't believe in the spiritual part, that's fine, but hear me out on the spiritual part. Mentally, you want to make sure you're sharp, make sure you're reading, make sure you're doing certain things. You're doing things that require fine, gross motor skills like writing. Still participating in active writing and calligraphy is still a skill you want to have. Obviously, physically, getting in the gym at least freaking 4 times a week, just walking. Hell, just walking a mile a day. But that spiritual part, that's where a lot of people mess up. There are a lot of people who are out here who are battling addictions, who are battling holding on to shit that they should just let go. You don't have to deal with people, bro. You can live your life. I'm not telling you to jump into a masjid, a freaking cathedral. I mean, a mass, a church, a synagogue. I'm not telling you to do any of that. But what I am suggesting is merely this: clear your mind, clear your conscience. It's a lot of life to be lived out here, and a lot of us aren't gonna make it. We done lost Alley Boy, and lost Bigger Rankin, and possibly losing QCP.
Hey, he's speaking facts. And the crazy thing about it is QCP, if I'm not mistaken, he's only 46. 46 years old. And Sadie Nash just mentioned the fact that Alley Boy passed away. Trouble passed away. That was kind of a different situation. Somebody unalived him. But there's a list of different people that's from our community that haven't even made it to point to make it to 50. And even 50, that's not considered old like that. If you take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? I know there's some 50-year-olds walking around cut up, healthy, in shape. So it's really no excuse to make those bad and poor decisions that they're making to lead up to these type of scenarios. Like, to be honest with you, not putting anything on him, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't on like a routine strict diet. If I'm wrong, then my bad about that. But that just goes to show you that a lot of the times we don't really take our health as first priority. We be so caught up in life to where just get this quick meal. But now we really got to eat home cooked meals, stuff that's more healthy for us. You feel me? Hey, and if I haven't said this before, make sure y'all hit that like. If y'all watching somewhere else, make sure you thumbs up, you retweet the video, share, follow. All it takes is one person to participate in that to help get me in the algorithm. You feel me? I'm not asking nobody for no money. All I'm asking for is y'all support by watching the video and making sure that y'all hit that thumb. And if y'all new, make sure y'all hit that follow. It ain't that hard, to be honest. So, like, the thing is that I'm not sure if everything will be on the up and up, but I just really find it distasteful for the people that already said that he passed away. And this happened yesterday. It happened yesterday, and people was already saying RIP. If I show you the feed of what I'm looking at right now, Quality Control Music has released an official statement. RIP QCP, QC update, QCP last words. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we're in the age of this new media to where a lot of these people that's on this new media stuff, people are starting to gravitate towards different personalities to get their news because they felt like people will be more accurate and honest with the takes of what they have. But on the flip side of that, when you look at these independent people, they don't have no overhead that's going to correct them when they're wrong. The people that's going to correct them is the people that's listening. You know what I'm saying? And if they got any type of conscience, they'll listen to the comments like, okay, well, majority of the people said I was wrong, so let me correct this. It's all about money at the end of the day. Like the people like Poetic Flacco that will put a video out claiming something happened that didn't happen. All they got to do is just double down and make another video. And people will tell them, hey, put that video down if you got the wrong information, but they're not going to do that because they're making money from it. And they're not making no chump change. A lot of these content creators are making $20,000. And we're talking about Flacco. This dude is talking about he's making $130,000 per month. So do you think he care about the content that he's putting out there? as far as it being 100% accurate. No, people are chasing numbers. And that's one thing that we need to fix when it comes to this new media. We have to be responsible for the information that we putting out there. And it's not just Poetic Flacco, it's multiple other content creators that's been doing the same thing. So it's just at the end of the day, if you want to be a resource or a source that's accurate and actually valuable, we got to start checking these people to make sure that they're on the right way, because there's too many people that's out there that's doing shit for clicks and views. And as I said before, the lies get spreaded and talked about way more, and the information is spread way much faster than the actual truth. And that's crazy. This video was uploaded yesterday by Seti Nash, and it already calculated up like what 40,000 views and stuff like that. So that's a nice little check. But you have a lot of content creators that's purposely going out there not checking anything. All they're doing is saying, "Oh, hey, I got a source that told me." They source is they homeboy, big head Scooter from up the street. Like, nigga, come on, no, we're not doing that. So the thing is that we need to actually hold these people accountable, for real. Not be so caught up in the fact, oh my God, they got 200,000 subscribers and all this other shit. Like, nah, that really doesn't matter. See, like, all right, I'm gonna let Seti Nash say what he got to say and finish that, and then we're gonna jump into this other video and see what's updated, because this video been posted yesterday. So we're gonna see what else is being said.
This wasn't from no bang bang shoot 'em up shit. This is from a worse pandemic than everybody getting shot. And that's to live over the age of 40, get into your 50s to your 60s, and dying because your heart stopped working, dying because your liver stopped working, your kidneys, all of this shit. So be very aware of what you're doing and how you're doing it. Moderation typically is the best, but sometimes catch it off. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's real shit. Salute to Seti Nash for that video. Definitely. Sidebar. There's a video going around with rapper Sauce Walker basically talking crazy on Jesus, saying that he's not with Jesus, he's not with the Baphomet, he's not with none of that shit. He believes in himself. Sauce Walker. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about this, me and Corndog talked about this before on a previous podcast, of how people, once they get a certain amount of money, they think that they are God. You know what I'm saying? They think they are Jesus Christ, which is crazy. And be careful of the things that you put out to the universe, because it definitely can come back to you and haunt you in the most realest way. So, as they say, that, you know, the power of the tongue holds life and death. A lot of these people better be careful with the messaging that they're putting out there, because they're going to be held accountable for it on that big day, or maybe tomorrow, who knows. But I think a lot of these celebrities and shit like that, I think it's getting worse, because there's a plethora of different ways to make income nowadays, to where people are making 20K, 30K per month. Some people only make 30K within a year. So for you to clutch that amount of money in that short period of time, you definitely going to be feeling some type of way. Hold on, let me send this message out. All right, now we got another video right here, right? This is by Hood Educated. And this was a couple of hours ago. And it said that Charleston White posted on Instagram that QCP has died. Now, we haven't heard anything from no other major outlets. So let's see exactly what's going on, because this was just a couple hours ago.
If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. What you are looking at is a post from Charleston White's Instagram. In this post, you see a picture of QCP in Charleston White. Below it reads, "One hell of a man. Job well done. Rest easy, my nigga." It is being reported that QCP, a co-founder of the record label Quality Control, has lost his life due to suffering a massive heart attack in Las Vegas. Now, all over social media, no matter where you go, people are reporting that this man has died, right? So being that it's being reported all over social media that he has died, Quality Control and some of the people that are close to him came out to clear up that rumor. Check it out. We want to clarify that Perry P. Thompson is alive and currently hospitalized receiving medical care. We ask that everyone keep P and his family in their thoughts and prayers and respectfully give them the privacy and space they need during this time. We deeply appreciate everyone's concern, support, prayers, and loving energy right now. QC. Now, as you can see, the record label, people close to him, put that demonstration together to clear up all the rumors to say, hey, man, you know, the brother, he's struggling right now. He's getting medical care. You know what I'm saying? He's not dead. We need some positive energy. We need some prayers. We need some spiritual help, right? So for those of you who pray, you know, even though if you don't know who QCP is, I'm about to break down who he is to y'all later on in the video. You know, extend y'all prayers to the brother, extend y'all prayers for his family and stuff like that, because I mean, they going through some trying times right now. People don't need no negative energy or anything like that. Not at this point. I understand, you know, if, you know, people are alive and well and healthy, you know, you can have your beefs and all that. But right now, this right here is the time for this brother right here needs some healing, right?
Hey, now hood educated is definitely on point, because after Quality Control publicly stated that P was alive and received medical treatment, Charleston White reportedly posted that QCP had died. But before we treat the Instagram post as confirmation, we need to ask a basic question. Where did the information come from? Was Charleston White speaking with his family? Did someone from Quality Control tell him? Was there an official announcement, or was he repeating the same rumor the company had already corrected? Because in today's hip-hop media, a person can make one post, reaction channels repeat it, blog sites, those channels, and suddenly a rumor appear to have 5 different sources, even though every report originated from the same unverified claim. Now, Charleston White posting that QCP died does not automatically make it confirmed news, but because Charleston has a large platform, his claims become content for dozens of other channels. Like, you understand that? One unverified post get repeated until audiences make repetition for confirmation, basically. So they're going to just keep repeating the same shit over and over again, even though it's not true, just to be a part of that algorithm. So that kind of just show you how hip-hop media has gotten to the point to where I think we're literally reaching an all-time low. It's all about engagement. People do a lot of this stuff for engagement baiting. And that's crazy. Social media is so saturated nowadays. People are going out there willingly putting out wrong information just so they can get people in their comment section. And that's a crazy strategy to be having in 2026. So people are going to be putting claims out there on people. Oh, so-and-so died. This person died. Just so they can get attention because they're getting paid for that attention. When people comment on your video, that puts your video more and more in the algorithm. When people hit a like or a dislike, it puts your video more in the algorithm. That's why I talk about, hey, hit that like, retweet, show us some love. We're not out there putting out false information. If anything, we're trying to correct this shit so people can understand what's true and what's false. So that's all I ask for in return. You know what I'm saying? Show us some support so we can get the message out there, because once the platform that I'm working on get bigger, it ain't going to be no false bullshit being put out there. We're going to try to talk about all the shit that needs to be talked about. So that's why I appreciate everybody that's supporting the channel, that's been rocking. We started the channel in January, and things only going to just get bigger. I promise that. I'm working on this shit every day to make sure this channel get bigger. And it will happen. But I definitely need y'all to support. And I appreciate any and everyone that's been in these comment sections showing love since day one. For real, for real. I got my first channel to 30,000 subscribers. That's going to be on the way to 100. And we're going to get this channel monetized also. But the bad part about all this social media stuff is I'm not out there putting dumbass content to where it's clickbait so people can just make comments and correct me. I'm not putting a video out there to where I'm purposely putting out wrong information so people can correct me, so that can be part of my engagement. People are literally putting bullshit out there just so people can get mad and make their comments. Because the crazy part about it is you can be saying some real shit throughout your video, the whole video, but they'll be agreeing like, yep, I agree with that. But let somebody say some bullshit, then they're going to feel engaged or enraged enough to comment. So yes, nowadays people are making clickbait material, and it's crazy. Like YouTube done up the hours for social media for the YouTube channel, where you got to get 8,000 hours because they got all this AI bullshit out there that's half-ass telling things, just putting slop out there that people that is getting in everybody's feeds and their algorithm. So that's what I'm saying, man. This shit is crazy. But let's get back to the video of what Hood Educated was saying, though.
He needs some attention. He needs some help. So if you pray for the brother and his family. Now, even though all this is out, right? Even though QC, quality control, has came out and cleared up the rumor, even WAC 100 even came out. Now, from my understanding, WAC 100 is close to the situation. WAC 100 is close with P. So if anybody would know, he should know. So WAC 100 came out to his platform and he gave out, a demonstration letting people know, hey, man, listen, man, the brother's still fighting. Quit saying that he did. Not only did he come out on his own platform and say that, he even went on Charleston White's Instagram to correct what Charleston White was saying and say, nah, man, the brother is still alive. Check it out.
I almost didn't make this video because I still can't believe this happened. This is my car after the accident.
Right.
At first, I thought I'd just move on. The damage didn't seem that bad, but someone told me to check my...
Okay, we already saw WAC 100.
He's not gone at Charleston White 46. He's not gone. He's still recovering, showing a lot of progress. Now, as y'all can see, that was an Instagram video from WAC 100, showing support for QCP. And then you can see that he even posted to Charleston White to let Charleston White know, hey, man, listen, the brother's still, going through his thing, but he's showing some progress, right? It's not in dire, needs, or he's not in dire situation or whatever, even though it's not good, but he's showing some progress, right? So now he put that on Charleston White Instagram because from my understanding, they even know each other, right? That I don't know if they like this, but they even know each other. But that didn't change anything because Charleston White still got to post up that Pete is dead. Now, I don't know what type of connection that Charleston White got with, Quality Control, but we did see him in the picture with the brother. But he's still saying that, and he still got the post up saying that, P is dead, even though some of his followers even tried to correct him. And Charleston White corrected his followers and said, no, this is facts. Like, he's gone, like he's doubling down on it. Check it out. False info, my G. Charleston White responds, nah, not at all. I know for a fact. Now, I understand we did see Charleston White in a picture with QCP, but does that really mean that he is really close to the situation? Does that mean that he got P number, P family number, P daughter's number, or his children, where he can call them and get actual factual information? I don't know. But the way that he's doubling down on this is as if he knows something that we don't know.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a cold, wicked world. And it's crazy. Just because you took a picture with somebody doesn't necessarily mean that you actually know that person like that. And on top of that, the reason why I say this is cold and crazy, what if Charleston White is just doing this, like I was saying earlier, just to be first, just to confirm something like this? And who would want to be that person that's confirming? I know he's not here no more, so I'm gonna be the first to actually be official and say that. Like, if you was a real close friend to that person, you probably wouldn't even want to speak on that. You'll rather let the actual family members be the first people to speak on it, other than you trying to break news. So it's just crazy, because, you know what I'm saying? This is why accuracy matters so much, man. Like, P, he isn't just a trending name at all. Like I said, he helped build quality control. Like the Migos, City Girls, whatever. But Migos, Lil Baby, this isn't just no regular ass person. So before social media rushes to write his final chapter of his life, hip hop should understand who he is, what he built, and why official confirmation matters. Like, it's crazy how people just rush into the internet just to be first. As they say, loud and wrong.
You see what I'm saying? So now look, I'm not finna take his word for it, because I know he's a liar, manipulator, and a thief. And not only that, whenever he's wrong, he don't ever want to admit that he's wrong. He would double down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure, and I'm not taking his word for it, right?
And that's another thing. We believe in Charleston White. Charleston White is a credible source now. He's the person that we listening to. You know what I'm saying? Hey, write that in the chat if y'all are listening to Charleston White to listen to some breaking news. You feel me? That not me. Not me. That's crazy.
But now let's get into the person that, P is. For those of you who don't know who QCP is, he is one of the co-owners of a record label called Quality Control. Now, this record label has put out some of your most prominent and successful rappers down there in Atlanta, Georgia, namely Lil Baby. Yeah, Quality Control, Coach and Pete, them are the two guys that run Quality Control, or I should say used to run Quality Control, because they sold the record label for $300 million. Cash, them boys ain't playing. They about their money. But, Lil Baby is up under their label, and y'all know who Lil Baby is. He one of the most successful rappers out there right now. Not only Lil Baby, but the Migos, right? They up under Quality Control. So he put them out there. Lil Yachty, they under Quality Control. And P and Coach got a real close connection with Gucci Mane. I'm talking about like these brothers right here. When they came out with their record label, they ain't put out nothing but hits, and they ain't put out but nothing but successful artists.
And not to mention, he kind of forgot Coach K. He definitely was managing and part of the image of the early Young Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? So Coach K and P definitely, I would want to say they kind of like the modern Baby and Slim, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like they really have the rap game on lock, and especially with bringing Lil Baby out, bringing Migos out, they definitely helped shape the sound of Atlanta of today. No mistake about it.
I don't know one artist that was on Quality Control that didn't have some type of level of success. Now, it might not been like the Migos, it might not been like, Lil Baby, but they still was successful. I haven't never heard anybody complaining up under their label. Now, Gucci Mane's wife has came out and she extended her prayers for P. Because look, like again, I'm about to show y'all some pictures. I'm about to show y'all some videos. I'm about to show y'all, his daughter, when she had her sweet 16 birthday, he had her come out there and she could pick her car and all that. I'm going to just show y'all what type of brother and the type of love that P got from some of the major figures in the hip hop industry. Check it out. Gucci Mane's wife says, P, we love you. We are all praying for you and standing strong in faith. We know you're a fighter, and we believe with all our heart that you're going to pull through this. You are covered by the blood of Jesus. May God place his healing hands over you, restore your strength, and bring you back to everyone who loves you. Keep fighting, P. We're all fighting with you.
That's some play you have to get together. They don't even know how long we go back with it. They don't know that. I swear they don't know that, bro.
I respect the hustle, so that's why I'm here. And we have a lot of kings, but you Pete, baby. You understand? So, we're gonna put some respect on the name and some love on it. And since I'm king in New York, Miami, and LA, I come with greetings from the other empires. And I pay respect to you.
I felt stuck, and I wanted more for myself. Just want to do better for myself, want to grow, want to expand my opportunities.
I don't know about that Diddy cosign, gang. I don't know about that Diddy cosign. Hey, I see the numbers increasing. I appreciate y'all pulling up and everything. Make sure y'all do two things. Hit that like and subscribe. Also, you can retweet, follow, so y'all can catch the next live that I do. We're going to have some other co-hosts. We're going to have some more special guests pulling up and everything. I just got to reach out to these people because some of the people I asked already, they said that they're down to do it. I just haven't followed up. So that's basically on me. But, yeah. Hug Daddy doing a cosign. I don't know if that's going to be looking too good. But, yeah, let's get back to it, though. You feel me? Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't give a fuck what none of these niggas talking about. The only nigga I really know. You ain't Pete. Y'all niggas said Chicago.
We Southern niggas, so you know what I'm saying?
And if a nigga say, if a nigga from the South say, you ain't inspired them to want to do this shit, they tell them, motherfucker. That real talk.
I started a lot of shit.
I get it for you.
And guess what? You're doing a great job, bro. I'm very proud of all y'all success and everything. Mindset, you know what we're fighting, but we're fighting the enemy. This shit is no game for what we all been through. Niggas don't get to see our struggle, bro. Out of man, out of respect, bro. Nothing but respect, and I appreciate all the confidence. You keep this shit alive the same way I do.
Getting that good kid over here. I said she gonna keep that middle. I said she want AMG.
I don't know which one. I think it's the two right there.
That's what's up, though.
My but stay coming through with them big
I
ones.
had to pull up.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna make it. I still made it. You know what I'm saying? I still made it with something. I made it with something.
Thank you. Lil Baby, I'm gonna buy me a new Protect with that 100 band you just gave me. Thank you.
Yeah, he was definitely there for all that stuff Lil Baby done did, man.
Y'all see how important he is to the hip hop industry. All the millionaires that he done made, him and Coach K. Man, you know, to lose him or not to have him, you know, with all his faculties, is hip hop gonna take a blow. You know what I'm saying? But once again, you know, we pray for the brother and we hope that he recovered. Now, from my understanding, he is in ICU. I believe that he is having a machine breathe for him and stuff like that. But still, though, you know what I mean? I mean, I done heard stories of, you know, brothers and sisters being up under them machines, and then, you know, one day just pop right off from up under that machine. So we hope that that right there is the case for the brother QCP. Once again, you know, if you are a praying person, pray for that brother, pray for his family, pray for his children, and pray that he is healed and he come off from up under this unfortunate situation. This is Hood Educated, not.
Yeah, shout out to Hood Educator for that dope video. As always, y'all go check him out. Now, saying that they need a machine to help him breathe and everything, that's definitely not looking good, to put it that type of way. But hey, all we can do is put our prayers first and make sure everything turn out the right way that it's supposed to. Now, before we close, let me make one thing clear. This conversation isn't about disrespecting Charleston White, Poetic Flacco, Seti Natural, anybody, or pretending we know more than the people who's close to Pierre P. Thompson. It's about responsibility. At the time of this discussion, Quality Control official statement said P is alive, hospitalized, and receiving medical care. Unless his family, his company, or a credible representative confirms something different, an Instagram post should never be trusted or treated as a final announcement. And that is the bigger problem in hip-hop media. One person posts a claim, multiple channels repeat it, and reputation starts looking like confirmation. Wait, my bad. Not reputation, but repetition. Repetition start looking like confirmation. Even though everybody may be recycling the same unverified source, being popular doesn't automatically make someone credible. And being first means nothing if the information is wrong. Now, P deserves better than having the final chapter of his life written by social media while he's still fighting. This is a man who helped build Quality Control, develop Migos, Lil Yachty, Lil Baby, and all the people, and turn Atlanta culture into a global hip-hop empire worth hundreds of millions of dollars. His importance should not be reduced to a trending rumor. So on this Classic Live, the argument is simple. Hip-hop media has to stop treating tragedy like a race for engagement. Verify the information, respect the family, and value accuracy over attention. Because a correction can never completely undo the pain caused by a false report. And if we're willing to sacrifice the truth just to be first, then we no longer documenting hip-hop culture. We're exploiting it. Now, I hope y'all got that message. It was a dope conversation that we had. I go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. Make sure that you hit that like on the way out. Make sure you hit that retweet. whatever it is to make sure we get in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? We on a road for YouTube. We on a road to get to 300, then 500, then 1,000. You feel me? And it's gonna happen just like that. I just need y'all support, and I promise I'll constantly pull up, giving y'all a different perspective other than what everybody is talking about, because we really need to have these conversations on a lot of this false information that's been put out there. So this is kind of one of those serious topics, and we really needed to address all the rumors of everything that's going on. So y'all send y'all condolences to P and his family and everything. And yeah, I appreciate everybody pulling up. D-Love, Icy Baby, everybody that's watching. Even if you're not commenting, I appreciate you pulling up, man. Make sure y'all hit that follow, y'all subscribe, retweet, like, heart, whatever y'all got to do, man. But hey, on that note, I'm about to be out, and I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Peace.
Yo, you now rocking with classic music. Now what I want you to do is hit that like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Yeah, let's get it.